Lords and ladies of Westeros, the election results are in, and what a doozy! As expected, those big bullies from House Hummel prevailed. And in April Fool's Month, the new Emperor and his court try on their data-hire clothes. Could that be coincidence or prophetic? As for you knights and damsels of the Integrity Watch, stranded west of the Wall in Westerfell Castle, hold your heads high in honor, for we have fought with valor and have won many surprise battles. Remember, aside from forcing us to pay union dues, the East never intended for the West to participate in their Game of Thrones at all. But participate, we have. Fellow Westies, as a unified voting bloc, we have single-handedly defeated the most radical element in the election, that of Cleary's hand-picked jester, senior-level captain officer Bill McKee. Furthermore, despite 2 attempts by USAPA to illegally rig the election, Westies won all 3 seats on the appeal board. Folks, the West owns the judicial branch of USAPA. And finally, we forced a runoff for the top 3 union officers. In short, we have scared the living crap out of those who would blindly steal our legally awarded seniority. We have sent a very powerful message to all the armies of the East. Within the Union and within the courts, the West is a major force to be reckoned with. Ignore us at your peril. So, Your Grace-elect Hummel, enjoy your pickleball trophy, your momentary accolades, and your fractured kingdom, because the War of the Kings has only just begun. Cleary and McKee are contesting the election. The BPR is at the throats of outgoing appeal boarders Bradford and King, and another frivolous lawsuit has been filed, this one to overturn the MDA arbitration. This arbitration was yet another attempt by USAPA to screw the West out of the nick by attempting to, get this, smuggle Mid-Atlantic Airlines commuter pilots onto the seniority list. An Philly rep candidate vows to fight to the death for the dissolution of the nick. That's a bit creepifying. King Hummel, on each new battlefield, we dire wolves of Westerfell stand unified with our army of Leonidas. We know you will continue to force your blatant DFR issues upon us, but even you understand that our war will be won by the West in court, and you will be remembered as the president in charge when it happens. Just think about that, Your Grace. That will not be your biggest defeat, for USAPA is playing a very dangerous Game of Thrones, and winter is coming. In its single-minded obsession with screwing a group half its size, USAPA has set itself up to be squashed by an army 8,000 strong. Your Grace Hummel, if you do not get your kingdom in order by accepting the nick soon, your cities on planet Eusapia will be razed to the ground by the dragons at AMR before you can say date of hire. Furthermore, by setting a date of hire precedent that integrates furloughed pilots, that would include a group of American furloughees nearly the size of America West. And as for the West, take heart. While our inevitable victories may ultimately prove academic in another disastrous merger, the resounding defeat of the flight attendant contract has bought us time by sending a loud and clear message to Parker to get his house in order as well. The nick will soon be validated by Judge Silver, and despite USAPA's effort to the contrary, we will be a properly merged pilot body. Fellow knights of House Westerfell, we can hold our heads high. As a discriminated minority that has been dismissed as furlough fodder by an arrogant union created solely for our destruction, we have done the impossible, and that makes us mighty. Westerfell!